Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Board Shorts with Kirby Smith. I'm Kirby Smith and I'm sitting here with the Honorable Sheriff Peyton Grinnell. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. It's great to be with you.
It's good to be here. How are you doing this morning?
I'm better than I deserve, man. This is a great county and it's a great day.
It is a beautiful day here in Lake County, and that's exactly what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about not only the public safety you provide, but some of the other services that you do. Can you go through some of the things that the sheriff office provides that other people may not know? We all know that you have patrol on the road, but
Sure.
the sheriff office is more than that. Can you explain a little bit about what's going on with the sheriff's department?
Yeah, it's a large, complex organization. We have about 800 employees, professional employees that make me look good on a daily basis. And but you're right, there's a lot more to the sheriff's office than enforcement. And all of the stuff is on our website. I would encourage people to go to it, lcso.org.
Let's talk about your Senior Watch.
We have seniors in this county that live alone. They can call and get signed up for this program, and we have a great core of volunteers that call and check on them every day. And if they don't answer the phone, we go by the house to see why. And we've had some success stories where somebody truly had fallen, and their children still live up north somewhere. So we want to make sure that we're reaching out to them and offering this service. And it's just a great program.
So this Senior Watch, how old do you have to be on the Senior Watch?
There's really not age specific. If you live alone by yourself and maybe you have some mobility issues and you just want the reassurance of somebody checking on you, that's what we're here to do.
And then a citizen can sign up for that free of charge.
Yeah.
And then they get a call from the sheriff's office daily?
Well, that citizen will call in to us. We give them a number. We have a bunch of volunteers that's all they do is they field those phone calls. And if we don't have somebody check in with us, we send a deputy sheriff by the house to find out why.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So if they're going on vacation, they just call you up and say, hey, I'm going on vacation. Don't worry about me.
Yep, absolutely.
That is fantastic. All right, so that's the Senior Watch. What other kind of programs do you have?
Well, kind of in line with that is our program for SafetyNet, where we'll provide those in our community that may have Alzheimer's. We have some children that are on this program that might have some issues, some health issues, and it's a bracelet with a transponder in the bracelet to where if that person wanders off, a family member can call and activate that bracelet, and we have receivers in our helicopters and our patrol cars, and we can literally beacon in on that bracelet and find those that wander off. And it's just a great program that's also free of charge. We raise the money for that at various community events. And we're proud to say that those that are on that program currently, if they wander off, we have a 100% success rate of finding those. And that's very important in this Florida heat.
So I did not know about that program, and that is absolutely outstanding that you provide a program for people who may need help.
Sure.
That are not able to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
To have a bracelet that a caregiver can call in and say, hey, I can't find my loved one.
Right.
And then you activate the bracelet.
Yeah, actually they do by just calling the number we give them, and and then we go out and we throw the kitchen sink at it. And that bracelet really helps us to locate them, in situations of extreme heat. Time is of the essence. And we get those calls weekly in this county where somebody has, driven to Walmart or to Target and they get disoriented. But if they have this bracelet on, that's going to increase the likelihood of us finding them in time.
What other programs do you have?
I'd like to highlight one. Right now, we have a real-time crime center that is staffed by detectives and intelligence analysts, and they're monitoring what's going on in this county 24/7. So we have a camera registry program where we ask citizens in Lake County to let us know if they have external cameras on their home. And what we will do is sign them up in our database. And when we pull up the crime maps of Lake County, if we have something happen in a certain neighborhood, we can tell based on the citizens calling us, giving us their address, if they have external cameras. We can then send them an email and say, hey, will you check your cameras between 12 in the morning and 3 o'clock because we had car burglaries in your subdivision, because those cameras never sleep. The residents do, but the cameras don't. And if you see something, send us an email back letting us know. We'll have a detective come by to review that footage. And we're solving crimes left and right as a result of that, because almost everybody has cameras nowadays on their home. And so that's a great program. It's also on our website, the camera registry program. And that database is just being built out so much now that we have coverage throughout this entire county. So when somebody comes into the citizens community, lock your car doors, by the way, because most car burglars have unlocked cars. But when we have something happen, it's great when our citizens say, hey, I see this particular car at 2 o'clock in the morning. Do y'all want a picture of it? Absolutely, we do, so we can conduct the proper investigation.
There's another arm of the Sheriff's Department that people may not know that you do, and that's animal control.
Animal enforcement, yeah, we have an animal enforcement unit. They stay very busy in this county. Everything from responding to stray animals that maybe just be walking around people's neighborhoods, to abuse cases where, you know, maybe somebody has tethered their dog up and there's no food and water, things like that. But just, you know, it's all sorts of calls. They're very busy. I mean, we've rescued turtles, and we've rescued calves, cows, and now we're on a case up in Levy County where Levy County Sheriff reached out to us because they know we have a great animal enforcement unit to look at a elephant right now that they found that was being abused. And I guess that's garnered over 2 million hits on Facebook. But they're a great unit. And, you know, I will tell you that if our citizens see something going on with an animal in this county that's not right, they need to call us. We'll come out and take a look at it.
That's the same thing with everything else. If you see something, say something.
Yeah, it's
Nothing, but maybe something.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. But yeah, so the employees here just do a fantastic job. So many things, and I'm still in awe at what all they do, and everything from our special investigations unit that makes sure that our child predators and offenders in this county are monitored. We know where they're at all times. And I will tell you, the Detective Bureau that are looking at these cases and putting a lot of time and effort to bringing prosecution for those that commit these crimes. And it's a full circle. You know, we're very blessed that we have a state attorney in Bill Gladson in this county. Actually, this entire circuit, the 5th Circuit, under his leadership, we're either first or second every quarter with the amount of incarcerations in the Department of Corrections, that tough on crime stance. So we're not having these repeat offenders out there in our neighborhoods. And so we're pretty good here in Lake County. We really are. And that's because of our citizens supporting us and what we do. And you mentioned it early, you know, to see something, say something. I know that sounds cliche, but it's very important. And so I just want to say thank you to our citizens for supporting public safety in general.
So the whole goal of this board short is to give information to our citizens about our constitutional officers.
Sure.
And what they do. I certainly appreciate your time with me today and with the citizens. If you're ever wondering about the Sheriff's Office or how you can help, go to their website, lcso.org. If you want to be part of the charity, go to their website, click on the charity tab, learn about all the great things that the Sheriff's Office offers to you as a citizen of Lake County. Get involved, become a volunteer. Whatever you do, stay safe, be good to your friends, be good to your family. And that's all we have from Board Shorts at Kirby Smith. See you next Wednesday.